Meanwhile, the lower house has created an ad hoc committee that is tasked to undertake consultations on another bid towards autonomy in the Cordillera region. Freddie Abando reports.
2 attempts to create a Cordillera autonomous region failed in the 90s. Expected approval of the draft Bangsamoro Basic Law, which will shift the autonomous region of Muslim Mindanao to the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region. Members of the House from the Cordilleras have joined forces for a third attempt to push for autonomy in the region. Today, the House Committee on Local Government approved the creation of a House Ad Hoc Committee chaired by Baguio Congressman Aliping to undertake consultations in 6 provinces and Baguio City in July to push for the approval of a bill to create the autonomous region. One major reason for the non-acceptance of the autonomy was the lack of a massive information campaign to explain its benefits. This time, leaders of the region have conducted an information drive and widespread consultations with all sectors.
It will make a real progress on this matter because, as we have said, the administration is very aggressive on the establishment of the basic law for the Bangsamoro region. In same manner that the Cordillera Autonomous Region, which was filed last year, is also considered by the committee. In fact, it was moved that an ad hoc committee will be created and yours truly the appointed chairman. And in that way, we will actually have the momentum insofar as scheduling the public hearings so that more or less a month from now, we'll be making our report to the mother committee.
The provinces are Benguet Mountain Province, Ifugao, Kalinga, Apayao, and Abra. Like the proposed Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, it is one of the poorest regions in the country. The communist insurgency in the Cordilleras in the 80s to the 90s has been one of the major reasons why autonomy has been pushed. Cordillera leaders are hoping the provisions adopted in the draft Bangsamoro Basic Law may be adopted to include their own ministerial government, the grant of a block grant, and sharing in government revenues through resources to enhance development in their areas. It's a region rich in mineral resources. It is also the center of the country's hydroelectric power, where 3 dams supply power in the Luzon grid.
We have our natural resources. We have our mines, minerals. We have our timber. No? We have a lot of things to develop there. Renewable energy sources. We have Cordilleras. So if this will be developed, I believe that our development will be hastened. But as I have said, if you look into the budget of the Cordillera, since time immemorial, they have always been given the least amount.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.